I don't know what is going on, guys. I was trying to play some music, but it doesn't seem to be working on my end. It's funny, I was just doing it like a second ago, too. Let's see if I can troubleshoot this. Alright, there we go. There we go. Oh man, clearly I am rusty when it comes to this stuff.
Check the telemetry, I'm clearing the path. The best view of the circuit that you ever have had. They call me drones, I serve drones a lot. I'm hovering steady, I'm hitting the spot. From the Nürburgring fog to the Tokyo lights, I'm the king of the altitude, master of flights. While you're hitting the apex and clipping the grass, I'm 1,000 feet up, watching everyone pass. Sir, drones a lot, yeah. He's taken to the sky with the bird's eye view. The world rushes by, soaring every track from the clouds to the ground. The baddest pilot that's ever been found. Gran Turismo spirit, from the air to the bone. The legend of the circuit, and he's guided by a drone. Yeah. See the snake of the asphalt, the heat from the pipes. I'm filming the glory, the stars and the stripes. Deep forest greens or the trial mountain peak. I find every shortcut and line that you see. Carbon fiber blades cutting through the slipstream, providing the footage. High in the heavens, the ghost in the blue, delivering the tour with the panoramic view. Red line on the tarmac, road is in the air, sir. Drones is the witness, sees everywhere from the starting grid tension to the checker flag wave. I'm the guardian angel of the bold and the brave, sir. Drones a lot, yeah. He's taken to the sky with the bird's eye view. As the world rushes by, soaring every track from the clouds to the ground. The baddest pilot that's ever been found. Gran Turismo spirit, from the air to the bone. The legend of the circuit, and he's guided by a drone. Yeah. Landing gear down, mission complete. The view from the cloud can't ever be beat. Sir Jones alive, we out. And on the mahogany desk.
What the hell is that, dude? Some kind of rap song. Alright, let's see if I can find some, Kalispell. No. Looking for Yellowstone. Is this it? Is that Yellowstone Lake? Kind of does look like it a little bit. Sandpoint. Why don't I just Google this? It's probably the easier way instead of being dumb. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Where the hell did I just see it? And I lost it. Alright, north of Salt Lake. Oh, there it is. There it is. Let's go out by all this cool stuff. Says departures. Get in a heli. so I can definitely take that out. I don't know why the hell I have my AirPod in. Alright, let's go. Because I think they just did an update here, so I definitely wanted to see what Yellowstone is all about now. I mean, if there's anything really different. Kind of doubtful, but we'll find out. I'm just trying to get rid of the glare. That's a little better. Alright, let's fly. Whoa. Is it the altitude I'm at? Yeah, it has to be. Has to be. That's unfortunate. 14, 17, 23, 20. Yeah, I guess we'll go with this. I don't even know what altitude I'm at. It's only 9. I don't see why that would be disruptive. It's only 9,700. That's weird. That's weird. Alright. Let's see if this is any better. Or if I'm gonna fall out of the sky. Yeah, I actually have control this time. Yeah, I don't know why the power wasn't operating in the Asobo or whatever it's called, the other heli. Also, let me check the volume real quick. How is the balance? Yeah, seems fine-ish. Alright, cool. Just want to check that. Let's go see what this update's all about. Yellowstone, here we come. Think we can see any of the geysers, maybe? Tough to say. Tough to say. We're certainly gonna look for stuff. I doubt in this version. Oh, speak of the devil. Are those animals? No, it's just water. That'd be super cool if in this free world version I could see animals out here, because there's probably a ton. But I think I have to go over to the photography section of the game to do that. And it's a beautiful country. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, I can definitely see how it's updated, but other than scenery, it's not that exciting of a place to fly, I guess, unless you're in multiplayer, maybe. But yeah, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong. I can definitely see the work they did on the update. Because the lower you fly, typically that's when the game kind of craps out for how it's rendered. Yeah, it seems to be holding strong right now. It's doing really well. It's pretty high quality. The only other place that I think is better is the cliffs of Moher in Ireland. That and Faroe Island, maybe. I think I can see any tourists if I fly around enough. Let's see, I only got half your message on there. Since this is a fast machine, fly from here. Bro, that would take so long. But I am kind of bored of where I am, so I'm gonna go to Rio. Because Rio, I mean, dude, Rio's the spicy place to fly, man. You got Christ the Redeemer, just like you do it at sunset too, and it's pretty sick. Oh, bro, the hardest. Can't you tell? Can't you tell when it's 2 p.m. and I'm already gaming? Yeah, my day ended like an hour ago. Super chill. I'd go help my girlfriend move her like truck thing that she has to take for work. That they have to like go rent. But other than that, pretty easy end of my day. Wrapped it up about an hour ago, and yeah, man. No, this is what we're looking at until I do some racing later. Also, where the F is Rio? Is this it? Oh yeah, yeah, Redeemer. Alright, let's do this a little differently. Or tell you what, we'll. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Didn't mean to back out of that. Let's do this differently by taking off from the airport. Is all I meant. 1 hour, Costco, and off to the lake, bro. That is a day, man. I saw a hilarious what's it called? I guess just like viral video the other day. I was laughing so hard at this. It was a European. This had to have been like a week ago or so for the World Cup that was coming over to. I mean, all across North America. So I don't know if it was Canada or if he was in the U.S. I assume it wasn't Mexico. I'm just going by the brand here. I don't know. But it was like a Frenchman or a Spaniard or something, and he was blown away just taking a video of himself. Like his jaw was dropped walking through a Costco. He just like he couldn't comprehend it. Could not comprehend it. But that's a hell of a day, man. Especially the lake ending it. The weather for us, I don't know about you guys, like the heat wave's kind of over. So it's like, yeah, it's nice to get outside. Oh, it's something. It's something. And yeah, it's weird here though. I was about to say, even though the heat wave's over, we're like getting a ton of fog, and I've never really, I mean, I've kind of seen this before. Like it almost looks like sunset all day long. Like it's literally like yellow out. It's hard to explain, but there's just so much haze. It's pretty weird, man. My girlfriend keeps saying it's like the end of days. I'm like, nah, chill. Um, let's put this probably sunset-ish. Yeah, it's actually nicer during the day. A little more pop. Yeah, you had a tornado warning? Yes, Jesus. I didn't even know you got that up in Montreal. Thank God no tornado, though. Christ, man. I think Mass, we've had like, I mean, we've got warnings and stuff before, but like, last big tornado that was here was like the 90s or something like that. Out in Springfield, Mass. Entire city was yellow in the morning with fog too. Maybe it is the end of times, bro. I mean, it seems like it's going on everywhere. Christ almighty, man. I mean, I gotta start watching more Lord of the Rings, just kind of preparing. I don't know if it's a good representative representation of the end of times, but it'll get me in the fighting spirit at least, right? Alright, let's disengage that parking brake. For Gondor. For Rohan. Yeah, literally though. Ever since that one day where they were doing the marathon, I've just been crushing it out. Because I think I told you this before, it's my brother who's the bigger fan of it. And so once he saw me watching it, because I happened to be over like helping him with his dog. Don't forget the trail brake. Yeah, I'll try, man. Especially in the racing of this game, you're actually like, it's eerily similar to GT7 racing, like hitting the apexes. But anyway, my brother is such a big fan of it. Once I started crushing out the marathon when I was over at his place last weekend, it's been game over. He's been texting me every day, just like anytime he gets off work. He's like, yeah, you watching it again? Alright, where am I going? Yup, I think that's the direction I want to go, towards Christ. Oh, so stoked, bro. Because it's one of those things that, I mean, maybe this doesn't apply for everyone. Like, I know for some people in their favorite series, I mean, like, movie series, whether it's Harry Potter or Marvel, Back to the Future, or, I don't know, there's a million I'm not thinking of. But, no matter what it is, I guess, the point I'm trying to make is, for some people, I feel like they genuinely can binge it over and over and over and not get tired of it. And I'm like that with like certain background TV shows, like The Office and like Rick and Morty, Breaking Bad. I don't know. There's a bunch that I can kind of like sauce on. But Lord of the Rings, man, like it's been years since I've binged it. Probably at least like 3 or 4. So for me, it was like the right amount of time to revisit it and be super stoked about it. So I'm sure in a month, I'll just like not want to watch it anymore. 10 years for you? Yeah. I mean, it's hard when you've seen every little aspect of it too. It's one thing if you're going back and like you've missed a lot of details, but like, yeah, I don't know about you. I've seen every goddamn movie. It's time. It's time. Thou shalt not pass. Bro, you should put some sneaky references on your car next season. Nothing too, like, in your face, but, like, if someone's paying attention. Gondors, like, we include them, you know, for Rohan, for Gondor. We're a unit, but Gondors, they're plebs, man. Oh, man. Hilarious talking about this shit. And I know you're not a fan of them, but have you actually seen The Hobbits? Like, you've watched them at least, right? But I know you said the books were trash, which I totally believe. The movies were interesting. Like, they're very adventurous, and they're super entertaining, but, like, it's not Lord of the Rings. Like, it is, but it isn't, you know what I mean? You still get the vibe. It's not like those like new Marvels that try and be funny and shit like that. But like, yeah, it's something. You watched a few minutes of the first. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean they're cool background. Like it's an entertaining like adventure. It's way more like happy-go-lucky in that sense of being an adventure. But I mean, they just kind of did what like every classic franchise does over time, where like they just try and broaden their audience a little bit. Also, I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just kind of flying in circles. Get worse. Clearly, that's one way of wording it. They all get worse, man. I saw what was it? I was talking about this with Portal like a month ago. I think it was one of the new Star Wars or something like that. I saw this a couple years ago, and I was just sitting there like cringed out, man. Like they're like dropping all these jokes and like I don't know, like they were trying to be funny, and even like the sword fights, like they sucked, you know, the lightsaber fights. It's just everything's almost getting a little too mainstream. Hey, do your thing, brother. You know how it goes around here, man. You don't even gotta say goodbye around here, man. You can Irish goodbye. That's how chill I am. Yes to all I said. Yeah, that's how most things go. That's what I say. It's usually yes. Nah, it's like 50-50. But yeah, enjoy your meeting, brother. Enjoy that meeting. I'll probably... Yeah, I'm gonna be at a new place flying. Getting tired of flying here. Let's see, where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? You won't enjoy it, but it will be over. Come on, man. I was just trying to be nice. Everyone's just polite. Enjoy your meeting. But I appreciate your honesty, your brutal honesty of the fact that no one really enjoys meetings. Unless you're a psychopath. I don't know. Unless you're the one hosting the meeting, maybe you enjoy it. I'll have to put up a poll one day. See if people actually enjoy meetings. I'm thinking New York at night. Just because, why the hell not? I don't really care where I'm flying right now. Hey, I'm walking here. Let's take off from Statue of Liberty. Let's go on a heli. Heli or plane? Actually, plane. Plane. Let's see. Maybe something with a little agility? I don't know. I mean, I do like the speed the one has, but I probably want a little more agility. I could go for the most agility, the Red Bull planes. Aviation, Textron. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other competitive options here, so we're just gonna go with this. And I guess let's do it at daytime. Actually, no. What am I saying? Nighttime. When you got a skyline like this, you don't do it at daytime. Alright, let's do it. And maybe at the end they'll go land or somewhere. Should I play some music in the background? Yeah, why not?
We learn to count our blessings by the bottles on the floor, trading little pieces of ourselves to beg for something. Bought a front row seat to futures we were too afraid to face, so we painted halos on the habits we can never quite replace. Every street light looked like heaven through a bloodshot pair of eyes. Every light sounded honest, they echoed our disguise. We wore our broken bones beneath designer confidence, mistaken love for living and applause for consequence. If every scar's a souvenir, why is my heart the only thing that never made it home?
I'm gonna put my headset over here.
Made a match, just call it ashes afterglow. Buildings grow, chasing gold that's only glitter, running races with the rain. Funny how we settle forever for a Friday with our names. Love became a winter thing, nobody could really speak. Just I miss you in the evening. Who's this by the week we send? Every kiss was counterfeit, but look authentic in the light. Another photograph convincing us we must have done life right. Some got lost inside prescriptions, some inside a crowded room. Some found God beneath the bottom of a bottle far too soon. Everybody's chasing something, nobody knows what. We spent forever climbing ladders, leaning on the wrong wall. Waste my hearts in a mess and made a match, just calling ashes afterglow. Dying, diamonds with that daylight. Wondering where the years all go. Every headline turns to headstones, never learning how to trust. Maybe we wasted, maybe we were pouring oceans through blue, trying to drown in your universe. Every idol ends up human, every spotlight finds another face, and every road that promised I hope it isn't built on fame. I hope they only ask me what became of me. Check the telemetry, I'm clearing the path. The best view of the circuit that you ever have had. They call me drones, assert drones a lot. I'm hovering steady, I'm hitting the spot. From the Nürburgring fog to the Tokyo lights, I'm the king of the altitude, master of flights. While you're hitting the apex and clipping the grass, I'm 1,000 feet up, watching everyone pass. Sir, drones a lot, yeah. He's taken to the sky with the bird's eye view.
Oh, that's bad. Turn this down.
Learn to count our blessings by the bottles on the floor, trading little pieces of ourselves to beg for something more. Bought a front row seat to futures we were too afraid to face.
It's a little better, but hold on. I can make it way better. I'm glad we're doing all this testing and stuff, because flight sim is so annoying for volumes.
We learned to count our blessings by the bottles on the floor, trading little pieces of ourselves to beg for something more.
It's no different. Let's just put 0, see what happens. Environment. Alright. Hopefully that works. Let's find out in 2 seconds. Yep, way better.
But
Alright, now we can play some tunes and chill.
we learned to count our blessings by the bottles on the floor, trading little pieces of ourselves to beg for something more. Yeah. Bought a front row seat to futures we were too afraid to face, so we painted halos on the habits we can never quite replace. Every streetlight looked like heaven through a bloodshot pair of eyes. Every lie sounded honest if they echoed our disguise. We wore our broken bones beneath designer confidence, mistaken loud for living and applause for consequence. If every scar's a souvenir, then why's my heart the only thing became a rented language. Nobody could really speak. Just I miss you in the evening. And who's this by the weeks? And every kiss was counterfeit, but looked authentic in the light. Another photograph convincing us we must have done life right. Some got lost inside prescriptions, some inside a crowded room. Some found God beneath the bottom of a bottle far too soon. Everybody's chasing something, nobody knows what. We spent forever climbing ladders, leaning on the wrong wall. Where's Mars in a mess and made of matches, calling ashes afterglow. Buying diamonds with that daylight, but wondering where the years all go. Every headline turns to headstones, every legend turns to dust. Funny how we chase forever, never learning how to trust. Maybe it was never wasted. Maybe we were pouring oceans through a thimble, trying to drown a universe. Every idol ends up human, every spotlight finds another face, and every road that promised everything forgot to mention grace. Where the sparks pretending stars don't ever disappear, singing louder every year to drown the things we fear. All the parties and the sunrise, all the records skip someday. Every king becomes a story, every rebel fades away. So if heaven keeps a guest list, I hope it isn't built on fame. I hope they only ask us who we love, not what became our name.
Yo! Colonel Mustard. Colonel. What's going on, brother? Alright, let me adjust this. I just gotta see how the volume is now. I think that should be fine-ish. Yeah, that works. Yeah, man, this game is so much fun, bro. I've been playing this for probably like a year or two now. I'm a huge fan, man. Anything simulator really is what I'm into. But yeah, just chilling, playing some tunes, doing this. If you guys have anywhere you want to see me fly, just let me know too. Greatly appreciate you just stopping in, spreading the love. But yeah, Mustard, man, if you ever want to link up in game, dude, let me know. I'll do a little flight with you. G-Hawks. Yes, sir. Cruising some rooftops. I was just kind of messing around to begin with here. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. I mean, New York kind of speaks for itself, you know. It's a beautiful place to fly. But I also kind of wanted to do like a real flight too. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do like the Cali coast or something. That could be fun. You know what? I live in America. There's no point in flying there. Let's go somewhere in Europe. Let's fly England. What is a short duration that we can run here? Maybe start in London. There's gotta be airports nearby. Is that just helipad? Yeah. Heliports. Where's their local airport? And why can't I see it? Oh, there it is. Alright, cool. This works. Says departure. Let's get in like a more normal plane. Maybe like a Citation or Textron or Cessna. Yeah, let's just do a Beechcraft. That's simple. Alright, and then let's pick something that's maybe 20. Let's go with that. I wonder how long that would take me. Maybe an hour? Probably a little more. Which runway? Probably this one. Reapproach. Says arrival. That's an hour 20. That's too long. Let's do to Southampton. And we will make it so we have to circle our approach. So we'll land on runway 2. So does arrival. 23 minutes approach. Alright, let's do that. Alright, set this to the middle of the day. Start flight. Let's get it. Hopefully it isn't too boring of a flight. Oh man, I gotta put all the volume back on too. Glad I just remembered that. Before I left you guys in silence. Ready to fly. Alright, settings, sound. Probably just restore to defaults. Oh god. That's probably way too loud. That was stupid. I shouldn't have done that. Character voices all the way down. Aircraft engines. Alright, that's good. Mornings. Sorry about that, guys. This is console. Yeah, so I used to play for forever on my Xbox account, and then I saw that they had it released on PS5. So I got it here, but I mean, I don't have everything unlocked, like in my career mode, all that kind of stuff, which is fine, but yeah, every now and again I have to mess with all my settings, which is super annoying. Alright, so that should be all set volume-wise, and bro, alright, I had no idea. So I've been actually, funny enough, like that's been like a long time goal of mine. I just don't know how to get involved, and you're the perfect person to talk to, man. So that is unreal that you just told me about this. Fly around Anchorage area for fun. I've only played this game for a few months. Amazing. Yeah, seriously, dude. That's my favorite part, and that's the coolest part of like the fact that this game is so realistic is like they use it in real tutorials at like different flight schools, stuff like that. Why did I just do that? No, I can resume. Let's do this.
City Tower. Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf.
Alright. Why are all the assistances on now? Whatever, I don't care. Just leave it on. Alright, they gave me permission to depart straight up. Clear for takeoff, runway 27, Beechcraft 27. Let's do it. Disengage the parking brake. Let's start rolling. What's going on? Why is the button configuration not working? Ah, did I just reset everything? Alright, restart. Yeah, man, that would be so sweet. a captain of my rugby team back in college that I was pretty tight with back then. I mean, he just lived so far away, so it's not like we really keep in touch too much. But he ended up joining the Navy, and he became a pilot through there. I don't know what he flies, but I always see his posts all the time. And yeah, so I've been trying to reach out to him more recently for like just general questions, but having someone that like I see in racing all the time, I would greatly appreciate that, man. Seriously. Because especially as like someone who doesn't do it as a career, and the fact that I like I don't do it in like through the military in terms of having like that training. Like there's no really affordable way to obtain your license, unless you hold on. Sorry, let's turn the flaps down, get the landing gear up, and once we get some little altitude. Let's get past this runway, and then we'll start our bank. I think I'm a little too high. Like, let's get back down to 10 degrees. But yeah, anyway, it's just like very intimidating. You know, there's a lot of unknowns for someone who's like not involved in that. And from everything I've researched, it's kind of like, unless you're seeking it as like a career, or you just, I don't know. I feel like unless you fall in like the right category of like knowing people or your family or somebody else just kind of like getting you familiar with like the process of it all, then yeah, it's just super intimidating, I guess is my whole point. But yeah, man, this game years ago was like my first time being like, all right, like I'm not going to go attempt pilot school yet or anything like that, but I'd love to just at least figure out the basics of flying. And yeah, I've done all the training so far in the game, which it's so helpful going through all that stuff, all the instrument rating stuff, all like the actual like takeoff, landing, knowledge stuff, all the different, I don't know, I guess just all the coursing. You know what it is. Should fly 172 from PAMR to PAN, and that was lots of my training. Alright, I'm gonna have to give that a whirl. I assume that's out by you, Anchorage-wise. Oh shoot, I was looking down. You know what, let's go up by there. I love flying up by Alaska. It's way more entertaining than this, if you ask me. Not to knock any of you English that might be in chat, but sorry, not sorry. Alaska's 10 times more beautiful. You know what I used to love taking off at when I first started the game? Let's see if I can find it. Oh yeah, Sposwell Bay. And like a cub crafter, I used to love doing this. Alright, Anchorage to Kenai. Let's do that. Let me first reorient myself. Anchorage is out here, right? Yep. My sister and her now fiance were just out here not too long ago. Oh, alright, PAMR. Got that. And I assume I'm heading east, so I'm probably going to take off this way. Down, says departure. And I can probably just type it in. What'd you say it was? PAEN, I think? Why can't I find it? Oh, yep. PAEN. PAEN. Kenai, there it is. Got it. Ah, Southwest. Gotcha. And then does it put me on the right runway? Runway 20R. Alright, perfect. I don't even have to reorient myself. It's kind of the way I'm facing. Alright, what is this? 20-minute flight. That's actually, wow, very, very short. Takeoff west, runway 25. Gotcha. Copy that. Yeah, I thought I was totally going the wrong way in terms of heading east. Set as departure. And do I want to stay in a Textron? So it's like, don't get me wrong, I guess this is first my explanation before you tell me what I should get in. I am, when it comes to actually understanding flying, I'm very comfortable in anything that's like what I call a beginner plane, like a Textron Aviation Beechcraft, a Cessna, even getting into the larger, Cessna Citations. Like they're just very manageable. And I have fun in the other stuff, like in terms of getting into like the big boys and all that. Where are they? Oh, this is also such an easy jet, the Cirrus Vision. Getting into like the Boeings, the 747s, like the A310s, all this stuff. It's fun, but like they're so difficult in terms of the learning curve that I just don't really bother. I'd rather fly something that I feel like I can properly try and navigate and actually challenge myself, opposed to just struggling the entire time. So maybe I'll do the jet? I don't know. That's never something I would like if I was really flying, would hop in. Like one day, this would be a dream to have this because they're so modern and just like such a technologically easy aircraft, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You haven't flown much of the advanced aircraft in real life. I only fly the Cessna 172. Gotcha. Which makes sense for your area, too. I mean, I'm sure you see a lot of everything, but I'm sure it's also a lot of older aircrafts, too, out in Anchorage. Alright, there's the 152. Why can't I see... I mean, it's similar enough that I can use the 152, but why can't I find the 172? Maybe it's just Cessna Corvallis, the 185. Oh, Skyhawk. I assume that's what you meant. Alright, cool. I always kind of write this one off because of its ridiculous livery. So let's change it to something like normal. Something with less color. This looks like it's white. Alright, perfect. Fuel and payload, that should be fine. Doesn't really matter too much. Oh, I could make it amphibious? That's pretty sick. Good to know. I'm not gonna do that, but just good to know. I got the G100, looks like a passenger, and then the aerial advertising. Probably just do the passenger, G1000. 2 seats, a little more weight to it, but that's fine. I guess, yeah, let's go lighter cargo. Alright, saving back, and let's do this. Let's take off. Should be enough light. Let's just double check. Alright, cool. And let me know how the volume is, guys, just because I had to mess with it earlier. Like, if it's, for whatever reason, too loud, too soft, on any regards, just kind of let me know. Similar, just slower. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, they're all just similar variants, right? Just different purposes, I guess. Different styles, too. Alright. Ready to fly. I can figure out where I'm going. How do I turn the assistances off? Visual display, active waypath. Oh, I guess the marker's fine. I don't need a taxi ribbon, piloting and controls notifications. Leave that on, icing, unlimited fuel off, turbulence realistic. Alright, cool. Resume. Nice. Now we got that shenanigans off. Let's do a little roll. Make sure we have permission. Clear for takeoff, runway 25. Let's do it. Alright. Let's just kind of slow throttle this. Maintain our control. Flaps are at 10%. Let's get some airspeed. Get her above at least 60 knots. I assume that's what it is, by the way. It's knots that they're showing me. I've never fully understood. I know it's the same for like marine navigation in terms of like boating. That like they speak in knots versus like miles per hour or kilometers per hour. I've never fully understood it, but like I just kind of go with it.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra. Continue for north departure.
Acknowledge.
Cessna Alpha Sierra
Whoa!
X-ray Golf Sierra.
Why'd that just
Continue
happen?
for north departure.
What the hell was that? I was responding to them, my engine shut off. Must be the button config. Yeah, it's in knots, gotcha. That makes sense. Alright, let's pay attention to where I'm trying to go now. I need to head a little more. Heading of 2-1. 216. Alright, I'm a little low too. I'm only like 650 feet. Let's get higher. I know these planes can fly lower, but there's no need to. Might as well get it to like, I don't know, what's a good floor in terms of real life, Mustard? Like what would a plane like this fly at? I'm gonna take a guess and just tell me how wrong I'm at. 2,500? 2,000 maybe? I feel like you're allowed to really fly low in something like this, but I just don't know. I'm totally guessing. Yes, I heard your last transmission, but every time I acknowledge you, I turn my engine off.
X-ray Golf Sierra. Frequency change.
Alright, engine back on. Come on. Come on.
Approach. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna Skyhawk. 2 miles east of Lake Hood, 1200.
This isn't
Request
good,
clearance
guys.
to transition
Engine
to
1's
air
dying.
service.
Alright, there we go. We got it. We got it back. Christ almighty. It scared me. Scaring the crap out of me when that happens. Alright, let's just stay on our heading. I'm a little bit off the flight path, so let's just kind of swing it over. Let's get a little higher too. 2,500 would be fine and normal in real life. I'd fly that 45. You like a little more altitude in case of engine failure. That makes sense. Give yourself a little room for safety in case anything happens. Anything you can't predict. Alright, let's bring this higher. Without trying to stress the engine too much.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra, please acknowledge.
I hear you, I can't respond because I'm gonna. There we go, I got it back. That's so comical that it kills it. I gotta figure out what that button configuration is that I'm doing wrong.
Maintain own navigation.
Because that doesn't happen in the, what is it? Not the Cessna. I don't even know. When are you adding Uwera, brother? My brother, happy to see you streaming. What do you mean adding Wera? And yeah, dude, it's so good to be back. Honestly, man, work has been so absurd, dude. I mean, I shouldn't say that. Compared to 99% of you guys, my work is a breeze. It really is. But for me, comparatively, it's just been like a crazy time of year. I've just been so tired too, man. So I've been doing some lurking, but really not much, man. I need to make the rounds, start saying hello to everyone again. I was just hanging out earlier. I was just telling the same thing to Richie and Dottie, just hanging out over there. Oh, do you mean adding it on my plane? Nowera? That'd be pretty cool, man. Or if you meant in my name, I was gonna say that's probably a no-go. That's only for the admins. I'm assuming. I mean, I don't know. Where is Sir Jones Vader sounds good. That's funny, bro. Nah, that's for the bigwigs. That's for the governors of the league that deserve it. Humble little me. I'm just glad to be part of it, man. It's kind of like count your money and run, you know what I mean? Now that I'm like in it. Just accept the fact that I'm super amped to be a part of this. Where am I going? That's a great question that you could actually ask our friend Mustard. I can scroll up. Every time I look at chat, I tend to lose control of like what I'm doing, not pay attention. Yeah, like look at this. I'm at 950 feet right now. That's abysmal. Let's turn the engine up, get it up. Let's see. Where did he tell me it was? It's in here somewhere. Yeah, no, you can scroll up and find it. I wish I knew, Mav. I wish I knew. Happy for anyone and everyone that wears their names forever. All right, good to know, man. Good to know. Maybe one of these days I will. Dude, I've never been more proud to be part of a league. Seriously, like I know there's tons of other like big leagues out there too, and but I mean, hey, man, the amount of attention it's been getting recently, going into season 2, even now season 3. But yeah, man, like since day one, you guys have always been such a big fan of it. You guys just attract the fastest racers, some of the coolest cats too. So the fact that there's opening up new grids, you guys are making opportunities for lower A guys. Like yeah, man, I'm amped. World famous Kenai River, that's what it's called. Kenai. Kenai is where we're heading, guys. Here, I'll give you a better view since we're over open ocean, everyone. I gotta do some correcting since I've been kind of half paying attention to what I'm doing. Let's bring this altitude up, at least get her to like 3,000. I'm really stressing the engine, but my airspeed's pretty stable. Not really gaining much, but I also don't know what a correct airspeed should be. I don't know. Like, is 76 knots fine for just cruising? Or should I be up towards 100? I don't know, I'm just so used to faster planes that I guess I don't know how to gauge it. I feel like every plane, kind of like learning a car, is so individual to like what works for the speeds. Well, as soon as I can, my brother is way too humble about it. My hero! Yo, you heading back to work? Oh, you jeez, I see what you're saying. I didn't even see. Yo, I appreciate that, man. I thought you were saying like, geez, I gotta take care. Or something, I don't know, man. I'm just reading this all on the fly. That's so funny. Yo, take it easy, G. Alright, let's see what's going on with this. Altitude 2600. We are going to the Kenai River, Mr. Bobby Vegas. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well and healthy over there. I'm just doing some midday flight now that I finished on my my work. I mean, kind of midday. It's like 3 p.m. here, so we're chilling. We're chilling, man. We're just hanging. My airspeed was around like 76 before. Let me see what you just said. 76 is good climbing, too slow for cruising. Cruise close to 100. Alright, cool. That's what I thought. It felt slow, but good to know for climbing because obviously you're fighting gravity and other things, so you're gonna be slower, especially if you're keeping the engine speed the same. Dude, I wish. I was just talking about this with Carlo Mustard. Like, it's a dream of mine, and for years I've been trying to, like, not seriously coordinate it, but, like, plan it, in a sense. But it doesn't take priority over the other things that are going on in my life. But yeah, man, I've kind of just reached dead ends every time I've kind of, like, looked down this road in terms of how to approach getting my own pilot license. I do have, my drone license, which is nice, but that doesn't apply to any of this shit, so you know, it's like, what's the point in that? But I mean, it's cool, it's commercial, residential, all this different shit, so yeah. You take off at 56, climb at 76, cruise at 100. Good to know, especially in this plane. That's the toughest thing, is I feel like sometimes I just don't know for each individual plane. Alright, whoa, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm looking at too many multiple things. Alright, cool, that's fine. Just really quickly wanted to check my email. Oh yeah, so he's the flyer of the group. He's the Anchorage man. We're flying in right now. His recommendation, it's a Cessna 172 Skyhawk. He flies these for real. And this is actually, funny enough, his exact training exercises that he does. Goes from Anchorage to Kenai. It's about like a half an hour flight in this. Well, is that accurate too? Because I feel like this game is insanely realistic for every little aspect. I assume the duration's accurate, so like what it takes you, right? Minus, I guess, some more procedures. You know, you have to obviously kind of get the plane ready at the airport, you know, and you're taking your time setting it up, doing your checklist procedures, and you're actually going through the ATC stuff, I'm sure, waiting on runway, takeoff, and then I'm sure it's not always just a straight approach landing. I mean, maybe it is, but I'm sure maybe you have to wait for clearance. So, I mean, I'm guessing the whole thing takes you about an hour, even though it's about like a 26, 30-minute flight. But correct me if I'm wrong, please. One thing to do, might just go down and take the Discovery flight, probably $100, and you get the chance to fly a bit and can decide if you really like it. Yeah, that's smart. That's a really smart thing. Just like yeah, it's so cheap, and you can just like do it with an instructor. You know, he's just kind of showing you what's what. Yeah, that's a really cool way of doing it. Because I've done so many like flight tours, but I never do like more instructional, like the Discoveries, like you said. Usually about 45 gotcha. That makes sense. Also, I don't know how far. No, I have a good distance here. Alright, let's pay attention. I'm gonna read chat on the screen, no longer on my phone, so I can actually fly this thing. Altitude 2300, flaps 10%. So when you're at cruising, your cruising range, like you're at your altitude, your set altitude, your cruising speed, everything like that. Rule of thumb, correct me if I'm wrong, your flaps are 0, right? Flaps are, to my understanding, are mainly for takeoff and landing, and any kind of necessary gliding that you might want to be doing. Alright. Airspeed 87, and let's climb it up a little bit and get a little higher. We're at 25. 0 flaps while cruising. Perfect. Copy that. Correct fuel mixture. That's probably not good. especially that this would, let's treat this like this was real. Let's get higher, because if this was real life, I would never be this low of altitude as like a training exercise. I'd probably be up towards like 4,000 or 5,000 feet. Well, I don't know. What's the ceiling in something like this? I know they can go much higher, but it's like, how high do you want that cruising range to really be in a 172? I'll get up to 4. That's probably safe. Alright, airspeed's at 80. Let me pause, because I want to take this serious. See what you guys are saying. Thought it would be more than that. Yeah, right? I definitely thought it would be more, too. Normally, just landing, you would only use for takeoff. Gotcha. He was doing the livery after your stream. The only person heard, like, oh, gotcha, you're talking about something else, I see. Especially when you lean, feels like you're real, yeah, right? Ceiling's about 12,000, good to know. You've flown at 11, but the air is very thin, you start feeling real weird. Sounds about right. I'm sure the plane just, like, feels, like, thin, and just, like, I don't know, like you have nothing against you. Or maybe it feels choppy, I guess is the best way to describe it. Because it's like you're just having sudden pockets of loss of air. Or I guess there is less air, you know what I mean? Yeah, funny concept for prop planes versus jet engine. That's like you really are limited. Alright, well, let's increase that a little more, or maybe I have to decrease my altitude gain, because I am losing too much airspeed. Alright, what am I at? 4,000 and climbing. That's the too many degrees. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I took off so fast off the Monza Strait that I'm just in the sky now, contrast. If you're flying high, you carry oxygen, and a pulse oximeter, and measure my vitals periodically. Gotcha. That makes sense. It's because I'm sure there's like pockets too where like the pressure isn't the same depending on where you are on the planet. So it's like being at 11,000 everywhere probably isn't equal. You know what I mean? So you're probably going to experience a lot of different things, and just like being up there for that long of a duration too probably does a number on your body. Alright, I'm back on the flight path, but now I gotta adjust. So let's see, we're going 95, that's a good cruising speed. Let's bring it over. Oh, whoa, what am I doing? Way too far. Way too far. Let's bring it back over. My heading used to be 2-1, it looks like. Warm air is much thinner. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's a pretty common sense concept when you think about it, but it's just funny how, like, you actually have to learn of its, like, its practicality of how that applies to airplanes. Alright, what am I at? 4,500, flap 0, 104, we're getting a little fast. Well, maybe let's kill it by climbing a little higher, get the 5, just for a little safety. Alright, Mustard, talk landing procedures for me. So at what point in the flight do you feel like you're doing a slow, not deceleration, a slow decline? I guess at what point on final approach? And better question, is there a set altitude that you try and get to for final approach? You know what I mean? Like, are you steadying off at like 1,500, 1,000 or something, just to hold that until you then got it in sights? So let me see what you guys are saying. Oh, the chillest, Bobby. You should try it out sometime, man. Especially, dude, if you get a flight stick, it's so real compared to a controller, too. Rusty, what's going on, legend? Love the meaning of the message of your song, bro. It's going to respond to that. Oh, thank you, dude. Yeah, man. That's what it's all about, man. I just love writing lyrics, and then Suno did all the magic, if I'm being honest, man. I get blown away by that app all the time. Because it's like I'm just tossing words and prompting it in there, and it just does the rest. It's freaking insane, man. Alright. Get back on the proper line. Let's check everything. 90 airspeed, 4,700 altitude. That's cool. Engine, I don't know if I'm pushing it too hard or not. I really don't. Yeah. It's on the upper echelon of stressing it, but it's probably fine. Alright, let's level off again. Keeps saying incorrect fuel mixture. Engine's losing power because the fuel mixture is not leaned correctly. To increase mixture press. Oh, I see. That's the manual. Yeah. That's kind of a trippy thing. That and that seems more like advanced flight school. Maybe not. Maybe it's a very basic understanding of like how that works is fuel mixture. Because I've heard about that term. I've heard that mentioned before, and I know there's different like sliders and stuff that you use on top of your. I don't know if it's down here on your dash or is it up. I always thought it was up above you. I guess not. But I'm pretty sure it's what those, right? Can I get on it? It's these right here, right? Mixture? Yeah. It's that. So I know where the equipment is. I just like don't understand how it works. So it's like you're literally changing the mixture like mid-flight as you're flying in terms of the oil. That seems insane to me. Pattern altitude is usually 1,000 feet above ground. Start descending 10 miles out and get to 1,000 before you arrive. Gotcha. 10 miles out. Copy that. Let's see if I can get a better sense of how far out I am. No idea. I wish I was good at reading these. The left one I'm decent at. I mean, it's really not that complicated information. I just don't know how to read distance on that, even though I know it gives you a scale. All right, let's go back. Once I kinda can see the airport. Oh, I mean, I can. Yeah, it's probably within, because I can see the ocean. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna start probably descend, just increase throttle and let the nose dip, or decrease throttle. Gotcha. Copy that. All right, let me get more standard to my flying. I do the same in GT7, but like this is 10 times worse since I'm not as comfortable in planes. But anytime I start chatting and like looking at other things, it's just like my entire attention's distracted. So let's see, 5,100, 87 airspeed. Yeah, red knot mixture. Gotcha. That's what I thought it was. Once you get over 3,000, start leaning the mixture. Gotcha. I'm gonna wait for future flights to practice mixture and like kind of understand how that works. Alright, so let's decrease the throttle and put the nose down. Just gonna start slowly descending. I think I'm going at too fast of a pace. Yeah, let's bring it to like 500 a minute. 400 a minute, that's better. Can probably keep around that. We need to angle left, so we'll keep in a small bank. Mixture does not change oil, it controls how much fuel is being burned. Oh, alright, that makes perfect sense. I was like, in my head, I couldn't comprehend how that would be possible, you know, mid-air flying. Controls how much is being burned is the OP, and as you go, the air gets thinner, so you have to decrease your mixture, otherwise become... Oh, that makes perfect sense. Dude, thank you for that explanation. I've never been able to comprehend, essentially, how that works before. So the air density decreases, you have to decrease the fuel being used. Gotcha. Does that have to do with the pressure that's in the engine? Is it like almost relieving oil pressure or something? Not oil pressure, but I guess. Or maybe it is oil pressure. I don't know. I'm just assuming it has to do with pressure. That's the whole reason for it. No different than in a plane why your ears pop when you get certain height, right? I mean, obviously that's common. I shouldn't say it's common sense. That's just directly correlated to the density of the air. I'm just assuming that's what it is. It's almost like a bottle popping type thing. Andy, what's going on, you legend? Welcome on in. Welcome to Wera Colonel Mustard's flight school. He's a real life pilot, and I love anything that's flight sim, or not flight sim too. I love anything that's simulator, and I've always been super interested in aviation. So he's just helping me out, giving me some tips and some real life knowledge as to how this stuff works. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well, Mr. God Mod Andy. It's great to see you boys again over, I mean, you're there all the time. When I was popping over at Rough Wizard, I've been telling this to everyone. I've been so busy at work that it's just like, I feel like I've barely been chilling in people's streams. But yeah, man, it's great to finally feel like I've had a little time to like get back into it. It's slowly starting to crawl to an end in terms of the busy season for me. But I can't complain, or nor should I be, because compared to 99% of you, I have such an easy life. I really do. My work balance, everything. I love you, Bobby. I love you. If you could see me, I'm pointing at you right now. I love you. Alright, no idea how far out I am. Can't really see anything yet. I mean, I could assume that's something, but I have no sense of where the airport is. The cheese! What's going on, cheese? Welcome on in, legend. Hope your day's going well. Bro, I hope you're well, man. I was just telling Andy and everyone that it's like, I was, that's so funny. Andy, you're a legend for doing that. I was just telling Andy and everyone how I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever just because I've been so busy with work. I mean, granted, my life, like, my work is nothing compared to most people's. Like, I really do have it pretty easy. But, yeah, man, it's great to see you, bro. Great to see you. It's great to see everyone the other day when I hopped in Rough Wizards chat. Harder than snake's ass, man. I believe it, bro. Jesus Christ, dude. Heat waves everywhere. Usually it's just, like, parts of the world. I feel like it's literally for the first time just, like, the entire northern hemisphere that's getting it. And I don't know about you guys over in the UK right now. I think you guys are both in UK, right? Andy, Cheese? Could be wrong. But over here right now, and I'm sure Portal is probably similar for you, like anyone that's East Coast. Bro, it literally looks like it's like yellow outside. It's so weird. Like walking back from dinner last night, my girlfriend and I went and got some Brazilian steakhouse. You could, for the first time ever in my life, you could look up at the sun. Like you can, like at certain times, sure, like wearing sunglasses and stuff. kid you not, you could look at the sun. Like, it's been that hazy and weird lately. It doesn't look hazy when you look up at the sky, but I guess it just is. And everything's just like super yellow and orange. It's weird. My girlfriend keeps saying she thinks it's like the end of times, and I'm like, yo, chill. Because, I mean, it is weird. It's like a yellow like hue to everything. Read that at the same time. That's so funny. Normally work this time of day. Yeah, I think that's most people, right? Most 9 to 5. Work that 9 to 5. Do 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 do. Yeah, man. I'm like a 9:30, 10 to 1 kind of guy. I work harder, not longer. I mean, I've always hated that, man. The whole just like being where you are just for the sake of being there. And there are jobs, don't get me wrong, where it's like you have that much to do. Absolutely every single day. But for the most part, it's like I've always been pretty good at just like crushing out my work. And that's just how I approach things. I don't want to be somewhere longer than I ever have to be. So it's like I'm always just trying to like get to the point, get it done, get me out of here. Which in an office setting, like, man, Jesus, people used to hate me sometimes. I was just so like straight to business. Versus at home, I feel like I can actually like chill and just be myself and relax. Cause it's like once I get it done, it's like I don't know, my day's mine. Versus I used to be so pissed off being at the office because it's like I'm just always looking for shit to do at the end of my day, and like I don't know, man, I don't want to have to do that every day. I'd rather just get my stuff down and be able to reward myself for being proficient. Alright, am I like still not getting any closer? I have to be on a final approach because I can literally see the ocean. So let's bring it down to 25-ish, 22 I guess, I don't know. What was the number he told me earlier? Wow, I'm going way too fast. I just realized that. All this chatting, haven't been paying attention. Once you go over 3,000, pattern altitude, 1,000 feet from ground, start descending 10 miles out, 1,000 before you arrive. Gotcha. Alright. Let's now reapproach that. Let's bring it down to 1,000. And let's bring my airspeed down. We're going to pitch it down as we get on the bank to get back on my line, my flight path. Alright, let's pitch it up a little bit. That's a little too fast of a descent. Now let's just follow her home. Just had to confirm this wasn't a type of plane that you have to put the gearing down, landing gears. Alright, 1,488 airspeed. I'm a little right of where I should be. I hope, man. I saw an eject button. You know what's funny? In a plane that's called the Cirrus Vision Jet, super modern jet. It's probably pretty expensive, if I had to guess, pretty penny. But it's like a small, like private family jet. You know, it's not like anything massive either. They literally have parachutes nowadays. And same with like modern drones. They're called VTOLs, vertical takeoff and landing vehicles. They're all equipped with parachutes, which is insane. So it's like you can safely like fall down to earth if like something really tragically goes wrong. So I guess in a vision, I can't even speak. In a way, in like a version of it, there is an eject button, I guess. Oh, they're insane to see, man. My biggest question though is when you hit it, like, imagine the impact feeling of like hitting that, just like getting stopped that hard. I guess it's probably no different than a parachute in real life when you're falling. Like, you're probably going so fast in free fall. I just feel like the weight of the aircraft, and then, like, I don't know, man. I feel like you must get some gnarly, what is it called? Whiplash. For your G.I. Joe. Bro, you know what? We can stick him right here, dog. Oh, there's not even a seat. I'll put your G.I. Joe right here, Rusty. I got you. Or I'll put him up here so you can actually see what's going down. Alright, now I gotta pay attention. Sorry. Let's get back on. Whoa, I might need to do a go around because I am completely mucked this. Let's get back up to 75. My altitude is way too low. Yo, Spitfire is flying over David. It's amazing. Great sound from the Merlin. That's gotta be so sick, man. Damn, that sounds majestic. I mean, I will admit, like, being in one, that's gotta do a number on your ears for, like, hours. But I'm sure you get used to it, like any kind of white noise or anything like that. I'm just gonna go for this. I clearly have my altitude all wrong. Everything's all wrong. But that's fine. Alright, let's treat this like real. I'm gonna dip it down just to get a little better sight. There's my runway. I need to readjust. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. I gotta go for the gold here. We flew this far. Alright, flaps. Definitely need to be down. Should have done that way earlier. I'm doing everything way too late. Let's slowly kill this airspeed. 70, get the nose down a little more. Maybe a little more engine. I feel like I'm gonna stall. Alright, now I can drop it continuously, I think. Let's hold it, I'm not on the straightest path, but I'm trying to correct it best I can. Alright, now let's get over to the middle a little better. Pull the throttle all the way. Ah, that's all I can read. Alright, down. Throttle's gone. And let's lift the nose. Oh, I should have done that way sooner to kill my airspeed. Yeah. That was really poor, not gonna lie. That was really poor, guys. There was like no hover, you know, where I felt like I could hold my speed and then pull the nose up to try and kill it and touch down. Yeah, that was really bad. I think I was just too distracted chatting with y'all too. Let's see. Pull the throttle out all the way. Gotcha. So it's like about that point in the approach that you feel like you're just gliding it almost. And then you're, if I'm not mistaken, you're killing the airspeed with the nose up at the very end. Oh, hey babe. Welcome back. Hope your trek was good. We were saying any landing you can walk away from is a good landing. The plane still flies is great. Yeah, I mean, for how I know I can actually land something in this game, like that was probably a 6 out of 10, 5.5, 5. Like, by no means that was quality, but like, yeah, to your point, man, we're alive and well. Oh man. Alright, y'all, my girlfriend just got back, and yeah, she's probably going to continue her work day, so I don't want to interfere too much of that. So I am going to hop off, and I will catch y'all in some of your streams. So, without further ado, peace! And special thank you to Mr. Call the Mustard. I'm going to hit you up on Discord or something, man, because I have a lot more racing questions for you. So, peace out.